Good morning, JK Jim. Let's huddle up, buddy. We got a big game today. The game of life. Are you ready? I'm pretty excited about, some of these ideas that we're going to play with today. This that our game plan for today, Jim. And and it's just really being your true self and me being my true self. And then maybe we have a shot, Lori, to see everyone else as their true self. Oh, what a day. It's like we're going to look at what is called a torchbearer. A torchbearer, if we get to it, a torchbearer. It's almost like we are a torchbearer, meaning we're carrying the torch of our true selves as best as we can understand and contemplate and have intuitive imagination around how powerful each being is on this planet, really, and how beautiful everyone really is, really. And so I'm just saying that imagine yourself being a Statue of Liberty. Tara, imagine that you're a live Statue of Liberty and you're just holding the torch, you're holding the light for our world today, or just yourself today or your family today, whatever you want to do. But let's just pretend that we are made, we are made in the shade, my dears, for coming out of the closet, because everything else is coming out of the closet, right? So why don't we let our goodness out? Why don't we let our little child out? She's so innocent, right? She's so playful. She's so like, what's the problem? you know so I want to just start with, so thank you to see you all, Tara, now Ryan, Laurie, Cami, Jim, and your wife wherever she is, Lisa. And this is what someone asked the Buddha once. Someone asked the Lord Buddha, what's the biggest mistake we make in life? He replied, you think you have time. You think you have time. That's perhaps our biggest, if we're missing the point, missing the point, that's it, that we think we have time. So we wait to start, we wait to change, we wait to say what really matters, we wait to live fully. So basically, his message, the Lord Buddha, don't waste your time waiting. Don't waste your time. I wasted time, as Shakespeare said. Now time doth waste me. Ooh. Today is the day, not tomorrow. So let's huddle up, team. Team Tara, Team Narayan, Team Lori, Team Cami, Team Jim. Let's huddle up. We're going to play the game of life today, and we're going to play it full out because there's no tomorrow. Let's make hay while the sun is shining. Let's make hay while we're feeling okay. Right? Let's make hay. You heard that saying? Let's make hay while the sun is shining. Let's make hay while we're feeling okay. So why not now get her done? 'Cause baby, there's no tomorrow. So why not now get it done? 'Cause baby, there's no tomorrow. Let's make hay while the sun is shining. The sun is shining inside of us. That pure beingness of us is just shining so bright right now. Can you feel it? Can you imagine it, my dears? Just that true you sparkling. And whether you notice it or not, it's still sparkling. Whether you can feel these things or even imagine these things or whatever, they're still there, right? So let's just make this day a day of complete trust, a day of complete faith, full attention in the heart, and let's get busy seeing what it's like to hold the torch. All right. So, but first I want you to hear about yourself to kind of reiterate what I've been saying. This is beautiful though. And again, it might be the hardest thing in the world to believe that you are so amazing. That's another thing that we just have the hardest time, you know, believing. And that's why we need intuitive imagination, because that imagination is something that goes beyond what the mind and what your facts of your life are and your problemas of life. It goes way beyond it, my dear. So this says, this is to you, my dears. This is like a love letter from God. You're an ancient soul. Tara, you're an ancient soul. Orion, Lori, Kathleen, Cammy, Jim, get over it. Get over it. You're an ancient soul. So this first thing we do is we huddle up. We just look at everybody and say, you're an ancient soul. We are an ancient soul. So get over it. As ascended masters in the flesh, you got to own it, girls and boys. You got to own your freedom. You got to own your sovereignty. You got to own your soul magnificence. I'm telling you, you are like a walking spirit guide, Kathleen. You're like a walking spirit guide. And the reason you're so heavily, and I'm going, this goes for all of us, the reason we're so heavily attacked by all this other junk, that is because we are closer than ever. The only reason we're attacked by the dark side, my dears, or get tempted and all that other kind of stuff with the illusion and delusion, is because we are getting closer than ever. Yeah, closer than ever to winning this Super Bowl, this super game of life, right? Yeah, closer than ever to discovering who we've always been, that we've always been. There has been many veils put over your eyes, my dears. This goes for all of us. Many people who bidded, they bidded for the ownership of your soul. What? The dark side bidded for ownership of your soul, and illusions casted to keep you from being aware of who you are at the core. What? But it's too late to rock you to sleep now, baby doll. It's too late, Tara. It's way too late for all of us to be rocked to sleep now. We are wide awake. You've been on a mission. We've been on a mission where we are solely guided by source and protected by beings and forces that we can't even explain, but they're here. They're always here. You got a bad day going on? Well, because you forgot about those guides and teachers and forces that have always been us. There are they're guided by source and protected by beings and forces we can't even explain. The time is now for us to finally. So why not now? Get her done. Because baby, there's no tomorrow. Let's make hay while the sun is shining. Now is the time for us to finally recognize who we've always been and fully reclaim our spot on the throne. But I like this idea of the Statue of Liberty. She's so misunderstood these days. My dear, freedom is so misunderstood these days. And let's just hold out that we can be now on this next little thing I'm going to read to you from the Torch Republic. Did you know there was a Torch Republic group? Yeah. And you know what one of its bylines is? When truth breaks the silence, it doesn't collapse hope. When truth breaks its silence. Right now, the silence of, all the weird bad stuff, or, whatever is coming out of the closet to talk. So why not the good? Why not the good in us come out? Let's be a torchbearer. Let's see if you're interested in signing up with me to be a torchbearer once we get going on this reading. All right? You feeling it, my dears? We huddling up again this morning? Wow, it's great to be in a huddle with all of you. I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be with any other group right now, except those light bearers as well. Now we're going to learn about what it's like to carry the torch, my dears. So when truth breaks the silence, it doesn't collapse hope, it awakens it. Hope, heart open, please enter. That's from the AA program. Heart open, please enter. Hope, HOPE, heart open, please enter. So we're living through a moment when corruption is being exposed. This is what the initial part of the reading, just a little introductory, my dears. This is no new news for any of you. We're living through a moment when corruption is being exposed, when things hidden are stepping into the light. And yes, the weight of that truth settles heavy on our hearts. Yeah, when the truth is just coming out and being exposed, and all of a sudden it's not the truth that we had in mind or we would want to have. It's the other truth. it's the ego truth. It's that which makes the world spin truth, right? In this heavy duality dream delusion we're all in. But yes, so things hidden are stepping into the light right now, being totally exposed. And the weight of the truth settles heavy on our hearts. Oh, isn't that something? But this is not the end of America. I want to live in America. I want to live in America. I don't know. I'm just in a giddy mood, my dear. You put me there. Not my fault. None of this is my fault, okay? It's just the energy that just has to be exposed to all of you this morning. That's all. But this is not the end of America. This is the awakening of it, okay? Torchbearers don't turn away from the hard truths. Torchbearers. We've had light bearers streams, many of them. Now it's a torchbearer stream. Don't turn away from the hard truths, my dears. We carry the light through the darkness. We carry the light in the darkness, through the darkness. Yes, we demand justice, we refuse corruption, and we do it without losing our humanity. So, another little saying they have, your light matters. Your light matters. Light the torch, wear the truth. That's what I'm saying. We're statues of liberty, my God, in disguise, right? We're holding the torch right there in New York, where that Statue of Liberty is. Yeah, right now we are. So this goes on to say there are moments. There are moments. Are you in? Are you waiting to hear what our game plan is for today, along with already what we've said? I think you got a whiff of it, right? There are moments when the world shifts. Not quietly, not gently, but all at once. Doesn't this seem like a all at once shift that's been happening in our nation anyway, and probably across the globe, because we're all interrelated. There's not just one thing happening to one nation, right? It's happening to the collective. So, and it's all at once, my dears, when things that were hidden step into the light and the weight of that truth settles into our hearts. This is one of those moments. Yeah. If you're wondering why your heart's heavy at the same time as hearing all this good news that we share, yeah, it's because it's one of those moments. And if your spirit feels heavy right now, you're not alone. All right. We're certainly not alone. That's why we're huddling up. That's why we get up at a fairly early morning in the West Coast anyway, and we come to this Rainbow Bridge to have a little huddle up, right? To just get our game plan for today. So if our spirit feels heavy right now, we're not alone, okay? Across this nation, across the world, people are sitting with the same mix of emotions. Yeah, get a load of that. Across this nation, across the world, people are sitting with the same mix of emotions. Wow. Grief, anger, disillusionment. This is a big one I know you're feeling. Sadness for the innocent. Sadness for the innocent. Have you thought about the high schoolers these days, the young people these days, and so on and so forth? Man, it's sadness for the innocent. And do you also feel a deep ache for justice? Wow. Because when corruption is exposed, my dears, it doesn't just reveal evil. Yeah. Because when I'm hearing this, I see like two little the poodle and the or no the bulldog and the the golden retriever, and they have that AI, and they always broadcasting. They're broadcasting. It sounds like this is one of their streams. It really does. They're talking back and forth about today's world. So because when corruption is exposed, it doesn't just reveal evil. You know what it does, my dears? It reveals how much we still care about what is good. That's what it's exposing, because it shows that we really care for what is good, right? I think some of those actors that have been cast off can't come back into the country and this and that. Yeah, they're just holding this torch wherever they are, and and they're just saying, just give us the good back. That's all. Just give us the good back. And that matters. My dears, your heart is not weak, it's awake. So don't get caught up in that you're weak, that you have these other ways of, dealing with the sadness. It's about awakening. The world will try to tell you to stop feeling so much. Yeah. The world, the way it is right now, will try to tell you to stop feeling so much. Torchbearers don't do that. They don't stop feeling, because what feeling is love. And that's one of their most powerful plays that we can play in this duality, dream, delusion, drama, and trauma that we're in. Torchbearers don't do that. We were built differently. Here's what we believe in. Ryan G, tell me if this resonates with you. We believe in truth even when it's uncomfortable. Huh? All right, everybody kind of nodding their head. We believe in truth even when it's uncomfortable. Freedom, even when it's fought for. Responsibility, even when it's heavy. Faith, even when we're shaken. Wow. The protection of the innocent, the protection of the innocent, always. If this moment hurts you, it's because your moral compass is intact, not out of whack, intact. If this moment hurts you, because you're sensitive, you're feeling that feel good. You know what it's like to have the truth of things be revealed, right? You love it, as a matter of fact, because our moral compass is actually intact. And that's not a flaw, dear brothers and sisters. That's not a flaw. That's the foundation of a nation worth rebuilding, that our moral compass is intact. Wow. That's not a flaw. That's the foundation of a nation, or we could say nations worth rebuilding. This is what light does. The moral compass is always intact. Light does not exist to make us uncomfortable, right? Light exists to expose. Wow. To reveal, to purify. to make healing possible. Are you liking our game plan for today in this huddle up, my dears? I certainly am. So when truth comes forward, no matter how painful, it is not the collapse of hope. All right? It's not. It's not the collapse of our world. It's not the end of time. Right? So when truth comes forward, no matter how painful, it is not the collapse of hope. It is the beginning, my dears, the beginning of accountability. Whoops. Whoops. It's the beginning. When the truth comes forward, no matter how painful, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, it's not the collapse of hope. It's the beginning of being accountable, my dears, for your own beautiful being, as we describe you as an ancient soul that has always been in the effulgence of your divinity, and we haven't spun that possibility as much as we should spin it now. All right, because we need to be accountable. It's the beginning of justice, the beginning of a people who refuse to look away anymore. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I started I remember in college, I was taking all these religious studies courses, and then they wanted us to do a thesis on this one religious class, and I did it on the steps of Patanjali's uh, Science of Yoga as a college student. It was taken from Yogananda's teachings, and I let it rip, right? Because to me, it was the beginning of justice. That's when they burned the bank down in Isla Vista in Santa Barbara, right? And then we had martial law for weeks on end. It was kind of heavy, but what it did, it brought me to the beginning of justice and the beginning of having a tribe of those, because then there went my friends who were on another spin, and I began looking for people that didn't want to look away anymore. That's how I ended up in SRF. That is not the end of America. This is not the end of America, my dears. This is the awakening of it. Isn't this a nice perspective this morning? Don't you love it? Don't you love our streams? I'm sorry, but this is just me. This is just me, and I can't control it. I'm about to gain control, and I think I like it. Yeah. So this is the awakening of America and other nations. Torchbearers were made for times like this. Tara, Narayan, Lori, Kathleen, Tammy, JK, Jim. We don't carry the torch when it's easy. We carry it when the world feels unstable, trust feels broken, the future feels uncertain. Right there, Statue of Liberty. Right now, wherever you stand today, just go on a little walk right in your neighborhood or whatever, and just stop whatever little scene you're in and just hold the torch. Hold the torch. Because it's time for us to carry it when the world feels unstable, trust feels broken, the future feels uncertain, because the torch was never about comfort, it was about continuity, my dears, which means passing truth, passing values, or sharing truth, sharing values, sharing courage from one generation to the next. Yes, go team. We are not here by accident. You're an ancient soul, signed on, dotted line, 100%. This is why you came into this world. This is why you are who you are right now. You are here to be. Ready? Steady when others panic. Wow, it's like we're special forces. This rainbow tribe of ours is a special forces, my dear, special, cosmic forces. We're getting the force. We're feeling the force, Luke. You feeling it, Narayan, Tara, Lori, Kathleen, Tammy, Jim Clark. We are here to be what? Steady when others panic, compassionate when others grow cold. Ooh, compassionate when others grow cold. Courageous when others stay silent. Nobody doing anything, they're just standing around. Courageous when others stay silent. This is the torchbearer calling. We do not become what we fight. Oh, wow. We don't become what we fight. The greatest trap in moments like this is despair. The second is hatred. Torch Republic stands for something higher. Yes, we demand truth. Yes, we demand justice. Yes. Where's Marty? Marty needs to be on this one this morning. Torch Republic stands for something higher. We demand truth. We demand justice. We refuse corruption, but we do not surrender our humanity to do it. Because once we lose that, we lose the very nation we're trying to protect. We're not just fighting against darkness, my dears. We are building something brighter in its place. We are not powerless. The system wants you to believe your voice doesn't matter. History says otherwise. Nations are not rebuilt in government buildings. They're built in Rainbow Bridge tribes, groups, sitting under trees, Yogananda said. The day of the churches will be gone one day, and people will be huddled up under trees, doing their worship in Mother Nature. Nations are not rebuilt in government buildings. They are rebuilt in homes that teach values, parents who raise strong children, communities that protect each other. Businesses sounds like the new earth, doesn't it? Communities that protect each other, businesses that operate with integrity, people who refuse to lie. And you'll say, well, it ain't where I'm living. This ain't where I'm living. Yes, it is, because you're accountable for it now. You're the torchbearer now, my dears. Every honest life is an act of resistance. You being honest with yourself, you being the torchbearer is an act of resistance. Every value you live out is a brick in the foundation of the future. Every value you live out is a brick in the foundation of the future. That's real power. The mission hasn't changed. At Torch Republic, we've said it from the very beginning. This is more than apparel, more than a brand, more than a movement, a moment. This is the movement of people who carry truth, live free, stay firm, protects the next generation, refuse to bow to corruption, refuse to surrender hope. You could listen to this again, when we have it on tape. The torch is not a symbol of anger, it's a symbol of responsibility, as we mentioned, and right now it matters more than ever. If your soul feels tired today or tonight, step away from the noise. Go be with your family. Pray, breathe, put your hand on your heart and remember who you are. You are not here to carry the weight of the entire world. You are here to carry your flame. That's how light spreads. Not all at once, but person by person, home by home, community by community. The truth they can't take from us. This truth they cannot take from us. Evil being exposed does not mean evil is people's legacy. It means it's losing its hiding place, my dears. Let it come. Bring it. Bring it. Because we are the people who can see clearly, can rebuild powerfully. The future does not belong to the corrupt. It belongs to the courageous, to the parents raising strong children, and men and women living with integrity, to the believers who refuse to lose faith, to the patriots who still love this country enough to fight for its soul. It belongs to the torchbearers. So here is our answer. We don't shut down. We don't lose hope. We don't walk away. We live louder in our values, stand firmer in our truth, love our families harder, build stronger communities, raise the next generation better than the last. We carry the torch together. My dears, light the torch, Where the truth, the republic is not lost, it's being reclaimed. The Torch Republic. Wow, really? Thank you. Thank you for, paying attention if you did. But thank you for being here anyway, regardless of what's going on. JK Jim, JK Jim just put a, a heart that was just lit up as a torch of fire. There he goes. JK Jim. Nice, man. All right. Well, let's do an Om if any of you are available for an Om. You don't have to come online if you don't want to. Let's just seal this deal with the Om vibration. Let's just feel it over this entire creation. How's that? Inhale the breath. Oh. Yeah, right. Let's do us one more, my dears, because this is quite a radical shift today. A radical shift starting with you and me. And I don't care if it's just a tiny little bit of a mindset that just became a little stronger, a little more dialed in, fearlessness, courageousness. Inhale. Oh. You all ready? Let's get our God glasses on. Let's see through. Let's remember our brothers and sisters who couldn't make it to the stream. Let's remember our brothers and sisters that we have run across in this life and in past lives. Let's send love to everybody, and let's send love to our 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 ones who have gone on, our departed loved ones, and let's send love everywhere without a hesitation. So we love, we care. Let's just hold the whole world, not just in our hands, but in our hug, in our divine hug, our huddle. Let's bring them into the huddle, my dears. Let's let them feel what we're feeling right now. So we care, and then just let your light shine, just as you are, just as you are. Come just as you are. You'll be loved. You'll be loved to infinity. Just come as you are. You don't have to change a thing. Just come into this huddle. Let's huddle up for justice. Yeah, someone else raised their hand too. Yeah, that's what. All right. So anyway, you got the gist of this morning. Thank you again. Enjoy your day like none other day. Okay, because the thing that we want to avoid at all costs is to just don't to think that there's we got time. No, today is the day. Much love and light to you, my dears. It says that I'm raising my hand. Yeah, it says I'm raising my. It says Kathleen's raising her hand. Good one. Yeah, technology strikes again. All right, my dears, love you to the core, love you to the moon, and then all around it into infinity. That's all. Much love, much light. Toodles with oodles of love. Appreciate you. And what you appreciate appreciates.